my goodness gracious. We are back. We are here.
Wait a motherfucking second.
We're waiting. Thank you. Period. Well, I mean, you were here one time before, so you should have remembered, ma'am.
Yeah, I should. But to be fair, there are so many things happening right now in my life that I don't remember what I ate yesterday.
You know, that's fair and valid, and I get it. And I understand that. As long as you are feeding yourself, that's all that matters in the world.
I'm not actually, but my boyfriend always remembers to give me food.
Shout out to the boyfriend.
Yesterday we were making the photo shoot for one of the season's look, and he was like, "Sometimes I feel like I'm in the staff only to feed you," and I'm like, "Yeah, probably." He was like, "Why don't you just not eat if I don't give you food?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm trying. I'm doing my best."
Well, it happens to the best of us. But hello, hi, welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. On today's occasion, I am drinking a raspberry dragon fruit lemonade because I wanted to, and it felt very, very refreshing for today's very refreshing, beautiful guest. That's all.
And hello, everyone. It is me, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm going to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. I am just drinking some water because hydration is important. So drink your water, people. But I do have my most important thing, and that is my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanacreations.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses.
Except if you are Brazilian.
I mean, unless you live in Brazil, then it's very hit or miss these days. I don't know what's
We're
going
trying.
on. The U.S. and Brazil relations with mail is not giving right now. So try at your own risk. I will continue to try to push it out there, but
yeah, I don't know you guys. Hey guys, I'm Chanel, the hottest Porkchop ever. Today I'm drinking my fans' tears because this episode was intense.
Oh my goodness.
Chanel, what are you doing here?
I don't know what went wrong. I mean, it's not my fault. I won the lip sync.
Oh, and I said it on the show. I think you did. I said it on the show. I think you did.
Yeah, me too. I obviously think I did. I was there. I tried, but yeah, things happen. Okay,
they did. I mean, yeah. But yes, this is a beautiful, lovely exit interview with Chanel. We did already do an interview with Chanel. So if you want to get to know more about Chanel, we have an interview with Chanel. You can go check out that beautiful interview with Chanel. But we're going to talk more with Chanel and drink every time I said Chanel in that sentence. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Unless it's a non-alcoholic beverage. If it's water, feel free. But otherwise, if it's your fans' tears, you could do that too. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We've got a ton of drag content here, including Drag Race Brasil. We've got coverage of the first 2 episodes already up, so make sure to tune in to that. And check out all of our other channels, our Patreon, our social media, where you can follow Chanel. All those links are down in the description below. Make sure to check that out. So, first and foremost, girl, what happened?
Paper happened. They invented paper, and now I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in actuality, was it everything that you hoped for it to be when you got on the show? Was the experience everything you wanted it to be? Even though you didn't go, you weren't there long. What was that experience like? The time you were there?
Being there was super nice and super amazing. I mean, it was the dream of my life, being a part of Drag Race. of course, the elimination leaves a sour taste on the mouth, especially if I go back to when it happens. It really hurts a lot. I think you guys could see it. And let me tell you, you guys didn't even see half of it because, girl, I cried more than vagina probably. It was terrible. It was a lot. If you pay attention, my makeup just vanishes out of nowhere. In one frame, I have makeup, and out of nowhere, I have nothing. And my makeup doesn't wash out. The makeup to take off is mine because my makeup is really strong. Once the day I came out as a trans person, it was through a performance because I'm just that dramatic. And I cried for like 40 minutes nonstop with one of my friends after the performance, and my makeup was still there. So if I had no makeup on, you can have an idea of how much I
Mm.
intimidated. I'm sad that they didn't air this because it was going to be good TV, but I think they were satisfied with what they have, and I like the episode. I like the editing of the episode. I don't think it's bad by any means. I just think it's funny how my makeup just vanishes. I don't know.
I noticed a little bit of that. I noticed a little bit of that too. I was like, oh no, no.
Yeah, exactly. But I like it because they didn't show me crying, but they showed the other ones crying, so that worked for me. That worked for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let the other ones be ugly for a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
When I
Right.
saw them at first, when I first watched the episode, I was sad because I didn't see them crying. Of course, I was looking at the judges, so I didn't
Right.
know I caused that reaction. I felt special watching. So I was a little bit emotional when I first watched the episode because of their reaction. But then I went back and I saw Melinda's face.
They're all just it's like one of those memes of like, who are you on this day? And it's like the 1 through 9, and it's like, pick who you are on this day, and I probably was Melina.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it, and I love how people are adding Bosco to the scene too. Some fans they just got Bosco crying. They
Add Bosco, add
cut it,
Lydia, add Georges, like add all the girls.
and they added all of them together crying for me, and I love that. I love that.
I love
I
it
love
so
it.
much. I love it
Yeah,
so much.
but this experience of being there was great. I had the time of my life, and I was 100% sure it was going to be two great episodes because I love making TV. I love being in front of the camera, and if there was something that I was sure it would be worth it, would be like me talking shit. I mean, I love talking shit, and
Well, yeah.
it was basically two episodes of me talking shit. So it was a great time. The production was amazing. The crew was amazing. The girls were amazing. Traveling, I traveled by plane for the first time in a long time
Um,
to do the show. So it was a lot of amazing experiences. And especially after watching the episodes, especially after these two episodes, seeing how the public reacted to everything, how the audience fell in love with me. I mean, I'm more than happy and amazed by everything. So that's it. I'm enjoying the moments.
good.
Good. I love that. I want to take it back to uh walking into the workroom,
Yeah.
seeing everybody there, getting in with your gorgeous, fabulous entrance look that I absolutely loved. Loved. And then especially when Melody walked in, and both of you having the realization that there were going to be two fabulous Black trans queens on this season. What was that moment like for you? And what was that experience like with her specifically and with all of the girls, but especially that moment for you?
It was amazing. I actually knew that Melody was coming in before seeing her on the show because we're great friends. We don't live near to each other, but we already knew each other from previous experiences working together. So I was really excited to get there and see her. Of course, anything can happen during the preparation process and during the selection process, so it wasn't 100% for sure. But it was really important having her there. We celebrated and we screamed and we jumped a lot
Yeah.
more than you guys saw because
Mhm.
it was so special. I mean, the chances of having one trans girl was were already low enough. So having two was like, oh my god, we really did win the lottery. Uh, so that was it. It was like we aren't like the closest. I have great friends in this season, but it was definitely a feeling of okay, we're not going through this alone. I have someone else that understands what I'm going through. Because going into a drag queen competition, it's a different perspective when you're a trans girl. There are different feelings going on. The things are not exactly thought for you because a lot of things sometimes are in the gay perspective. So it's great to have someone you can like relate and be like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. Thank God.
Mhm.
It was really
Mhm.
special.
I love that. Okay, so your look from the first runway was absolutely amazing. I absolutely love that first runway. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. I
And
was
I
ready for the.
and I would
I
like to
was.
remind everyone that it got a full cup from me. I just would like that reminder. It did get a full cup from me, but I'm
I
sorry, Lana.
wasn't
Go ahead.
here. I
Thank you for
wasn't
that.
here for that. I wasn't there for the
Thank
episode
you
to
for
give it a
that.
full cup. But yes, it would have gotten a full cup for me too if I was there. But
I no,
I
go
wanted.
on.
I want to know, how did you decide to go with that architectural reference? What was your thought process behind all of that?
So, ever since the international seasons started doing this tradition of the first runway being about your culture, I started thinking about what I wanted to do for mine, and just to for you guys to understand, I was born in Niterói, and I lived most of my life in São Gonçalo, which is a nearby city. It's like they're side by side. And I grew up always going to Niterói to have a to make barbecues on the beach. There is a beach called Charitas. This is a very low budget beach, so every poor family is there making barbecues, living the weekends, and the beach has a perfect view of the contemporary art museum for of Niterói, and it looks like a spaceship. So
Mhm.
through my whole childhood, I would look at it and I would be like, "Oh my God, there's a spaceship on the top of the mountain." So it's a very iconic thing in my mind, and it's a big. Um, I forgot how to say it. It's not touristic point. This is like the literal translation. It's a place
The
where tourists go, where the tourists
um
it's
cultural no,
it's yeah, it's
tourist trap.
I don't know.
No.
No, it's not a trap. It's great.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no.
it's an important place of Niterói where people like to go take pictures and have fun. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just it's a popular tourist spot where people could
yeah,
go
it's a
and
it's a tourist spot. Exactly, a
yeah.
tourist.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
a
were
word.
Lana, we were overthinking it, and what we needed to
Yeah,
go with was tourist spot.
tourist spot.
Word.
It's a very important place. Niterói is the we have this designer, Oscar Niemeyer. He's like one of the world's biggest and definitely Brazil's biggest. He designed the whole capital, and outside the capital, the city that has the most structures built by him is Niterói. All of our cultural buildings were protected by him. So it's a big thing about the city, and I really wanted to represent that. I really wanted to do something that was different and that stood out. And I was 100% sure that if I did that, if I went to the runway as an all white alien Grace Jones creature, I mean, you would have all of them in line, and I would just be like, boom,
Hmm.
like a jump scare on your face. So I wanted to make sure that people wouldn't have another option if not looking at me, because there are better looks. I love Ruby's look, for example. I think Ruby was the
Yes.
best one on that runway. I love Melinda's look, but even though they're amazing, you cannot take the eyes off the bizarre creature they're standing next to them. So I wanted to make sure I was going to be noticed and I was going to be seen, and I was right because when this trailer first came out, people only talked about that look. So yeah, I achieved it.
As they
It
should.
it did the job that you wanted it to do because it was amazing. You
I
look
love
like I said across the when everybody was lined up. We just had to look at you. We had to
exactly,
look at you. So
exactly. I
you
love
did
it.
the job.
This design has been sitting on my notebook for like 4 years, maybe four,
Yeah.
I
three
love
years.
that.
I've been waiting to do this before Drag Race Brazil was even a
Yeah.
possibility. So I'm really proud that the world finally saw it.
Love
And
that.
I remember you telling us about like your notebook of all of these ideas in the interview we did preseason. So
Yeah,
I'm so excited. Like I'm bummed that we didn't get to see so many more of them on the show, but I can't wait for the rest of this season to see all of those like ideas because
Hmm.
I know your Instagram is going to be filled with all of them and I can't wait to see them. But I'm so excited to see like all of your designs just like come to life. I can't wait to see all of it. Um Unfortunately, come episode 2, you come face to face with paper.
I mean, I mean,
Paper.
Now, when you got the challenge initially, how did you feel about a paper design challenge?
I shit in my pants. You saw it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't. It was literal. I was very nervous, especially because I did go to a sewing course to learn
yeah,
how to sew for the show. But I mean, when I realized that I learned how to sew and I would have to sew in paper anyways, I was like,
yeah,
fuck my drag rights because
yeah,
yeah, they really wanted to send me home because I mean, I tried. I tried. And the thing is, I see a lot of people, talking about. I mean, but why choosing hygienic paper? That's such a terrible idea. And I'm like, no, I agree. Yeah, for sure. But at the time, bitch, you have to think fast. You have to get whatever you see.
yeah,
I don't sew. I don't do stuff. But like I said,
yeah,
my drag is not about that. I'm a communicator. I'm an actress. That's not the thing I do in my daily life. I never had the time to stop and sew. So I'm not an expert. I don't know how things work. I just grabbed the first thing that gave me an idea, you know.
yeah,
And that's it. And after you grab it, you have to design it in minutes. You have to start sewing in minutes. So you don't have a lot of time to go back on your ideas.
Hmm.
So it just got to a point where I was like, oh my god, this is going terribly. I need to do something, but I cannot go to point zero, you know?
yeah,
So yeah, I understand what everybody's saying, but guys, it's so much better being there. And that's it. Of course, I would do different things. I would do probably a different on the next day, like on the day after my elimination. I was like, oh my god, I could have done this and this and that. But that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But people need to understand that creating takes time and
Hmm.
practice. Creating takes time, even if you're an expert. Like
yeah,
what Adora did, it's amazing and stupendous. And but I mean, you only come to that level after a lot of fucking
Right.
work.
Yep.
yeah,
Adora is great at what she does because she had. I mean, I think she has a decade of
yeah,
sewing experience, and she learned everything by herself. But I mean, the bitch works. Belky is great at what she does because she works. I mean, I don't have that experience, so the only way I could do something decent with the the knowledge was that I have would be with more time to think, and I didn't have that. But I'm
yeah,
proud of what I did. I think I looked
yeah.
decent. I didn't look like Lalaurie.
No,
Oh,
no,
I mean,
you did not look like Derek Barry. You
Yeah.
know,
And
there were
Derek Barry,
times.
was this the episode Derek Barry was eliminated in, or was it after?
No,
No.
no. Derek went well. Derek went home on episode 1 of her All Star season, but she went much further on her original season.
Yeah, Derek Barry survived the sewing challenge. Lalaurie survived the sewing challenge. Shangela survived the sewing challenge. God damn it! I
Yeah.
mean, I know I did terrible.
Why not Chanel? That's
Yeah,
the
I
real
mean,
exactly,
question.
exactly. You
I
know,
mean, I didn't think your dress was bad. I was just like, was there some technical flaws? Sure, but
Yeah.
like, it was paper. I don't know what they expected it to be. Did they expect paper to be perfect, especially toilet paper? And that, like, did we expect that to be perfect? No. I thought you did the best you could with what you had in the time you
Yeah.
were given to do it with the skill levels that you have. And I was like, it's not bad. But I also think you kind of took a not so great situation in the outfit and performed it well. And I enjoyed your performance on the runway because you took it and was like, yeah, this isn't, the best dress up here. This is probably not going to be the winner. But
Hmm.
what I'm going to
Yeah,
do,
I have a problem. I was like,
like
okay,
I
we're
know
not
this
winning
isn't
this one.
winning.
At first I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna doubt myself. What if I have a great idea and I end up like Adore the challenge? Do you remember when Adore won
Yes.
the season 6 ball with
Out
with
of nowhere.
blue? Yeah, out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I was like, maybe, but then after 5 minutes, I was like, bitch, you better try getting safe.
Let let's
Bitch.
let's shoot for low safe here, Chanel. Let's
Yeah.
shoot for Chanel. You're safe
Safe.
Yeah.
Great.
at
So,
this
I mean,
point.
after episode 2, I really don't understand Melody crying on the first episode. I mean, girl, let's be safe. Girl, what are you talking
Safe
about?
is great. Safe is great.
Safe, love safe, love
Love
safe,
safe. Love
love
safe.
safe.
I say that all the time. I love safe. But
Oh my god.
speaking of these challenges now, since we unfortunately do not have you for the rest of this season, what challenge did you look forward to doing that you are not going to be able to do?
Every one of them. I was going to be on the top of every single one of them had I not
Yeah,
been eliminated on the
yeah,
sewing challenge.
I think so too. I said
I
performance
think so
challenges.
too.
She gonna eat this
Yeah.
up. Like
That was what I said when I was eliminated. I even said
Yeah,
that. It was like the only thing I couldn't do, bitch.
yeah,
You would have to, people would, but I'm also grateful because I think that when you win a lot, people start not liking you. So I'm
yeah,
glad that I'm great and that I was the first out because
yeah.
at least people love me and people are like,
Yes,
oh, that's so unfair,
we want
bitch.
to see
If I was on
more.
the top 4, you would be like, oh, they love her for nothing. She's terrible. So I'm glad I was eliminated and I'm
Sure.
good. I have my career. Everything's gonna be
Right.
fine now. Because
Yeah.
people would complain no matter what. But that's
Right.
it.
absolutely.
I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad that the next episode is a girl group challenge because I'm a fucking writer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's it,
When
it's
I oh the
I'm literally the bitch that has 2 viral performances where I wrote stuff. So I'm mad. I went home and then one of the girls was like, the next episode was a girl group challenge, right? And I had to control myself not to throw myself under a bus because I was
No.
like, damn, I would have won this shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
what
Fair.
I
is
really do believe I would be in the top of lot because acting, yeah, check.
Yeah.
Dance, check. Uh, yeah, improv, check. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Anything performance theater, anything. It would have, yeah. It I'm
That
mad, but
I,
regardless.
yeah,
I'm
Um
annoyed because that is why I was like, it had to be this challenge this early in the season to do some like why?
and also
Why
girls are just so good because I
they
mean,
are good.
they
if
are.
if my dress in a regular U.S. season, I'm sorry, I would have been safe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I would.
Yeah.
Well,
100%. 100%.
It's a fact. It's a fact. The girls, and also because in Brazil everything's so hard, we have to do stuff like that all the time.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
everyone knows how to handle themselves around the hot glue gun.
Yeah.
So I think that was the problem with my episode. Everyone did great. I mean, I was in the same episode as Adora.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, do you have any idea if Adora didn't exist, Belky would have won, and everyone would be acting like Belky was the best sewer in the entire road? I
Yeah.
mean,
And she is
and
incredible.
she is incredible. But I'm just saying, even if because everyone is like, Adora did the best dress in Drag Race history, and she did, of course.
And she
I'm
did.
not saying that she didn't. I
Yeah.
love and I'm obsessed. But even if she didn't exist, guys, Belky would still be there.
And
Yeah.
and Chanel, take it one step further. Even if Belky wasn't there, Desiree still made an incredible.
I'm not gonna.
Stop it! Stop it! Chanel, stop it! Chanel! Chanel!
I think we should move on to the next question.
Well, boy. Oh.
Wait a sec. But I think Ruby would still be there. I love Ruby's dress.
I cannot.
Just fun fact, when they started calling out the girls that would be safe, I thought like, oh well, I'm safe because they called Ruby's name and I was sure Ruby was going to be on the top. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm in the safe group. And then they were like, oh, you're safe. And I was like, man, we're in the bottom, girl. But I was like, wow. I love Desiree. I think her dress was safe. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So Chanel, from we can't even
watching through high school.
so we know you've been watching from we know you were born at a very young age, and you've been watching Drag Race from a very young age.
Yeah.
I had to make
I couldn't even walk, guys.
You couldn't even walk, Chanel.
I used to shit my pants like up until the recording of Drag Race. I was in Drag Race at a very young age. You saw all of you watched.
Did you all see the crawl down the runway in her diaper?
Yeah, Drag Queen had to clean me after that because she's mom. So
that's what moms do.
Backstage. She eliminated me, and she got backstage with the
wipes, diaper wipes.
Mm-hmm. She was like, "Okay, baby."
And she said, "Chanel, your smile is beautiful."
I should have done. I should have made.
You should have said that.
I should have done a diaper. I mean,
should have done a diaper.
I should have done a diaper.
Diaper reveal. There should have been a diaper reveal. Anyway. From having watched Drag Race from a very young age to then being on Drag Race, what were the biggest changes that you experienced getting to finally experience your favorite show and being on it versus having watched it for so long?
A lot of the things actually weren't that surprising because I mean after watching Drag Race for a long enough time, you started realizing how production works, and you started watching a lot of interviews and reading a lot of stuff. So I was prepared for most of the stuff, especially because I'm pretty close to a lot of the season 1 girls. So I was like, okay, I kind of know what to expect. Most of my surprises were positive, actually, because a lot of the girls internationally complain a lot about production and dealing with the crew and dealing with the schedule. That was really okay. And the people of the Drag Race Brasil crew are amazing. They are so kind, so gentle, so generous, and they really do their best to give us the best experience possible. Of course, problems always happen, and of course, the schedule is really tight because we have to shoot a whole show in a short amount of time. But the experience was super positive. It was more positive than I imagined. I was ready to starve. I was like, oh girl, they're gonna let me starve in the studio. But no, they fed me all the time. They gave me water. They gave me energy drinks. So it was great. When I was sewing, like I was desperate to finish my dress. I wasn't caring at all about my health. Because I just wanted to get the dress finished. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. And one of the production people, they were like, okay, girl, you're gonna drink this now. I don't care. You're going to keep looking at your dress, and I'm going to put this in your mouth, and you're going to drink it, and you're going to like it, okay? And I was like, okay, I feel loved.
Good.
I
And
love
that
that.
was rude, but I feel loved.
Good. Good.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, we love hearing production actually taking care of the talent because
Yes.
honestly, we hear so many like trauma stories and bad
Yeah.
stories about productions.
exactly. And I work with production too. I study cultural production at school,
Mhm.
so I love that for them because it
Hmm.
only does good for the show. Because what do you
Absolutely.
mean you want to make a good program, a good reality TV show, while your cast is miserable? I mean, when
Right.
it's not just I kind of understand the reality TV logic of okay, let's bring chaos because chaos is entertaining, but it's not just reality TV. It's still a drag competition. We're still artists. We need to have our minds in the right place to do our job and to serve
Hmm.
great runways, great performances. So it's really good that we had a production that understood that, and I can't speak for the experience of the rest of the girls, but for me, this was a really good surprise. I really loved being there. Another surprise is the lack of sound. I know I talked about this all the time, but it's really weird being in the workroom and not having sound around you. It's just
Oh.
utter silence because you enter the workroom and you're like, "Hey Chanel, did you come to the test?" And there's
Yeah.
nothing. There's no noise. There's no song. It's just your heels going. You know,
I
and
love
after you
that.
see this, you have to like do poses, right? For that
Yeah.
editing that they do. And in the show, it's really quick. But for us, like, pose, pose, pose. And the girls are in the table, like,
Hurry up.
Uh,
you know,
Right.
it's so embarrassing.
I love
I love
that.
it. I love it. So, what did you learn about yourself from being on Drag Race? Did you learn anything new about yourself?
I learned that I'm way more mature than I realized, and I learned that I'm stronger mentally than I thought I was
Hmm.
because it's really easy to crack under pressure when you're on a show like this. And I really think I handled things well. I'm really proud of that. My father sent me a message after watching the episode, and he was like, "Oh, it's really heartbreaking to because we didn't watch this episode together. The first one we watched together at Pink
Hmm.
Flamingo. For the second one, I was in Recife. I was with Ruby actually. When I was we in her watch party with her, and let me just say that. But I'm not Knox now. I mean, I have a lot of mothers. Paola is my
Oh.
grandmother, and Ruby is my grandmother. They both adopted me.
Oh.
I
Oh,
don't.
yay.
Uh,
Oh.
Oh.
yeah, they're both my family right now. But I was at Recife with Ruby for the second episode, and it's I mean the girls and the other daughters are so much my sisters. I love them with my whole life. It was a great decision to be in Recife. I could be anywhere else because everyone wants to have the eliminated girl in the watch party, but I chose to be there, and I love that decision. So I wasn't with my father for this one, and the morning after, he sent me a message, and he was like, "I just want to say that it's terrible to watch you cry, and that I'm so sad to watch that because I know that was your dream and how hard you worked for that. But I also need to say that I'm so proud that you were eliminated with a chin up. I don't know how to say that. Let me
You're
say
Head
you're
held high.
held
yeah,
high.
Head held high.
your head held high.
Period.
So I'm really proud of that too because I mean that's it. It's of course it's a competition. We all want to win. But every time I enter any competition, not only Drag Race, I'm ready to lose. Because Drag Race has 10 girls. This means you have 90% of chance to lose it. You're not.
Hmm.
If you're only happy if you win, bitch, you're gonna die miserable. You know
Yeah.
Right.
it's better you better start preparing yourself for something else, and that's Drag Race. There are competitions that have 50 girls. I mean
Right.
I won competitions in Rio that were like 25 girls. So when I won, 24 girls lost, and
Yeah.
I have love and admiration for most of them, not all of them, because
Hmm.
Mm.
but for most of them are great artists. Most of them are creates such great work. One of them is Do the Cool, my best friend, the one that created Cine Drag. I mean, I could never
Yeah.
create Cine Drag. I mean, she
Yeah.
literally created a project that travels across states and gives out jobs and opportunities to a lot of drag queens. And she's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but like,
So me being a fucking loser doesn't mean that I'm not a great professional. I'm
oh,
still a great
absolutely not.
A
fucking
You
hundred
are
percent.
still great, and your exit line, everything, baby, everything. I was like, yes, yes, Mama, she will be back because what she speaks English. So, she's an English
Period.
teacher. Period.
yeah.
So I'm like,
Period.
I was like, versus the world. Anybody, global all stars.
Please.
Anybody?
Please.
I think we need to have a call for Chanel on a global or a versus the world at any time.
Anything. Anything.
Anytime Mama Ru calls me, I'm there. I'm not dumb. I'm answering the phone.
Period.
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 I think my favorite thing about watching you, and especially like getting to interview you before the season and then getting to see you on the show, like I was just so happy to see you be your most authentic self, and like getting to know you a little bit before the season and then getting to see you and getting to talk to you now. It's just like your spirit is just so genuine, and at the end of the day, like, did I want you to win? Obviously, because
I mean,
you're
I picked
just,
you.
yeah, you're just so fun. You're just such a beautiful spirit. But at the end of the day, like you said, in a competition of 10 girls, you have a 90% chance to lose. And at the end of the day, right now, where you sit, you are one of 22 girls across all of Brazil that has been chosen currently to be on Drag Race
Hmm.
across both seasons. Like, it does not matter. And it's somewhat cliche to say, but right now you are one of 22 girls. Not many other girls. There are only 21 other queens that can say that right now they have been picked to go on Drag Race.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, it's really, I mean, and I'm saying this as a person who heard this a lot when I was eliminated, and that didn't really wanted to hear that because I mean, it's sad being eliminated. Of course, I was sad. I was heartbroken. I was devastated, and all of the people in production they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be great. You're gonna have so much success because you're great at what you do. It's about what you do afterwards." And I was like, "Bitch, I just want to kill myself. Stop talking to me." But
Yeah.
now that it happened, it's all true. I mean, it's
Yeah.
about what you do after and how well you of a career you give to
Yeah.
yourself. Because I mean, I feel 100% blessed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have followed social media, but I'm like a big thing now in Brazil. People
You
are.
are. Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
Porkchop.
You
I'm
you are
doing great.
you are making such a huge impact, and I hope you
Hmm.
understand the impact that you are having right now and that you are going to continue to have. Like,
Yeah.
it's so special to see what you're doing and what you're going to continue to do. I'm so beyond happy for you. Like, I'm so happy that we get to be a part of it too. Like, it's special. It's so special to see.
I'm really happy, and I really hope there are some projects coming, girl. That when it's time to announce them, I'm gonna be so happy.
So
Yes.
excited.
All right, we've got a couple of rapid fire questions to close out this interview with you, Chanel. So I just want one name, and I'm going to limit you to one because I know you'd probably answer like 4 or 5, but I'm going to limit
Hmm.
you to one. I want to know one answer from your cast for each of these questions. So
Okay,
I want to know from your season 2 sisters, the shadiest queen.
Ruby,
Yes. The queen, the queen you've gotten to know the best since filming.
Belky,
Ooh, yes. The queen you'd want to go on tour with the most.
Melina.
Okay. And your Miss Congeniality.
That has to be Belky again. Can I repeat?
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
absolutely. Yay. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Chanel, we're gonna say bye for now because girl, you're gonna be back for
Yeah,
plenty
girl.
of things here. Of course, of
Yeah.
course, of
See you
course.
soon.
But
See you soon.
see you soon, of course. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate you being here, as always.
Absolutely.
So happy to have you here, as always. Come back for whatever you want. You'll be back. We'll see you here.
I will. I will be getting in contact soon.
Of course. Yes.
Absolutely.
And thank you all for joining for this lovely Chanel interview. We'll be back soon with some more fun things planned very shortly. So subscribe, like, and share. Check out our coverage of Drag Race Brasil Season 2 and all of our drag coverage here on the channel. All of our coverage of everything across all of the Cup Network. Go get your merch, LanaGCreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, y'all. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.